Hello everyone. So how am I going to open this video? I have a new setup, as you can see. I don't know if I'm going to keep using it or not, but I kind of like it. I have a chair, and then behind me I have some records for an ambiance thing, music ambiance. Today we have Coldplay, Rush Your Blood to the Head, Daft Punk, Discovery, and we have 21 Pilots, Blurry Face. Those are good ones. You should check them out right now. So pause the video and check it out. Search on your computer or your phone and give them a listen. Anyway, so if some of you did not notice, I haven't posted a normal video like this in a while, but I did post my 5 tracks from my new Christmas EP. If you knew that was coming out, maybe you didn't. If you didn't know that was coming out, most likely it was because you follow me on Twitter, which you really should do. Link in the description if you want to follow my Twitter and get all the updates for my music. But anyway, so that came out. At the time I'm filming this, it is 8 days ago, but when you're watching this, maybe 9 days ago for you? Maybe. But anyway, here it is. It looks very pretty. This is the physical copy. You can order them in the link below. I'll have all the links. Right now, you can get them at, you can get this, you can get it at iTunes, YouTube, which is the channel you're watching this on right now. So just go to the playlist section, you'll find it. You can watch it on Bandcamp, or you can listen to it. What am I talking about? You can listen to it on Bandcamp, or you can get the physical copy. Soon, any day, I am praying it is any day. You can get it on also Amazon, Spotify, and Google Play Music stuff, because I know some of you use that. It's good. Use it. So, that brings me to the video today. The video thing today. So, a couple days ago, I asked you guys on Twitter to ask me questions about my new EP and the recording process and the songs that are on it, stuff like that. And there's also, I think, one question that doesn't relate to this, but we'll do the ones that relate to it first, and then we'll do that question last to end. Cool. Here we go. Okay, this one is from Kayla. It's asked, how long did it take to record everything? So, I gotta think about this one. So to record everything, the process of recording this was a little weird. I've been thinking about releasing a single for, up to the release, I had been thinking about it for about 4 months or something, and I knew I wanted it to be I'll Be Home for Christmas. So, what I did was, I went and I recorded the piano part first. I recorded all the piano part, and I listened back to it, and I didn't like it at all. I hated it. I thought it was awful, and I thought it sounded awful. So what I did is I just saved the file, I shut the computer down, and I didn't look at it for like another week. Then as I was working on new ideas, I saw the file, and I listened to it just to see how I thought it was, and it actually was really good. I must have just thought it was bad then, but it sounded really good, and I wanted to start working on it again. So I worked on that song, finished it all up, and I sent it off to the distributors as a single. And then, probably like not even an hour after I sent off that single, I decided I wanted to make more songs, release more songs. So I took it off, I canceled the request to distribute the album on the specified date, and I waited a whole week, then I recorded it on the weekend. So this is awful answering. So I recorded the other 4 songs on the next weekend, all recorded, mastered, sent off. They were all done. So the overall process I've been thinking out for a while, but the short answer is it took me 2 full weeks, I think, of recording. Yeah, that'd be about right. Alright. Second question is from Elijah. Why does I'll Be Home for Christmas, I'm assuming he means the song, which is the 4th song. 4. I had something in my hand, that's why I couldn't put up the other finger. Anyway, he asked, why does I'll Be Home for Christmas sound so stinking amazing? I don't know. Fun fact, actually, maybe it's because I'll Be Home for Christmas is actually the only song where I recorded actually real piano sound. Like, I set up my microphone, which is actually right behind there, but I'm not going to turn on the camera to show you because it's a mess back there. But I actually used the microphone and the voice shield and pop filter and everything and recorded an actual piano sound. So, I'll Be Home for Christmas is the only song you hear on the whole EP that has actual piano sound. The rest is just processed piano sound that I put a bunch of effects on, reverb, room, treble, turn down treble, bass, all that other stuff. But that was the only one that I really I recorded it, put some reverb on it, and it sounded good to me. So maybe that's why. I don't know. Maybe not. And it has that cool guitar sound. So, cool. Alright. Third question, I think. Guitar solo. How long did it take to record each song? So this is pretty much kind of like that first question, but I'll answer it a little more in depth anyway. As you know, I'll Be Home for Christmas. Took a long time recording, but that one, the piano didn't take long to record. I probably recorded it in 30 minutes, but the vocals were a little harder. I had to work on getting low range a little more, so I had to record. I had probably 5 different vocals recorded over time just because I wanted to make sure it was perfect. And the guitar part took not that long. It wasn't really that hard. What's the other songs? Auld Lang Syne took me probably the longest part was probably finding the file for the speech thing I wanted in it, but that one took no time, not any time, did that easily. All Oh Holy Night, the hardest part recording that one took probably over the course of a day. I worked on it a little in the morning, a little at night, but the hardest part for that one, the longest took because the whole singing in the ukulele part, that is all not separately, that is all recorded on one. I was just playing and singing at the same exact time, and it's all one take. I did the ukulele and singing as one take, so that took a lot to make sure for that whole 5-minute, whatever second song that I wanted, it was the way I liked it to be sung, the way I liked it to be played. So that was probably the hardest part of that, but all the other instruments, the piano and the drums, didn't take too long to record. Let's see, what other songs were there? Winter Wonderland. There's actually a funny story behind this. I wanted to have one kind of more fun song on the album, like a fun, playful, Christmassy song. And originally it was going to be Sleigh Ride, but I started recording it, and it took me probably 2 hours to get this bass part down, and I realized it was not original at all. I heard that same bass part a million times, and I didn't want to be doing something like other people had already done so much. So I completely scrapped that one, decided to do Winter Wonderland. The piano for Winter Wonderland actually didn't take too long. What actually took longer was the piano in the intro part, which is actually mixed around chords that I took from the Christmas song, the Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire song. So that part actually took longer to record the piano for the actual Winter Wonderland song or the vocals. So Winter Wonderland took me probably a day, probably. And the last song that I have to talk about, the Christmas Eve, that one, I actually recorded that one over a process of 3 days, I think. I think I recorded the piano part and the drums way before I even started on the vocals. I think it actually might have been a week. I had this one weekend, I wrote the whole song, I wrote the lyrics, and I wrote the melody and the chords and everything, and I recorded the piano and the drums part, but I hadn't recorded the vocals until the next weekend. Then I recorded the vocals. So that one was over a period of a week, but it really was just a part on this day and a part on that day, and so that one didn't take me. That one probably took the longest, though, out of all the songs I recorded. That one and I'll Be Home for Christmas were the 2 longest that took to record. That was a long answer to a pretty simple question. Alright, Bagel Man asks, what was your favorite song to record? My favorite song to record... They were all fun to record. This is gonna sound probably pretty bad, but my favorite song, honestly, to record was Auld Lang Syne. I just love playing that song on piano. I still play it all the time. I play it just for fun, and I really liked the process of picking. I knew I wanted a spoken word kind of thing in the middle of the song, but it was really fun having the process of picking the right one, And when I found that one, I was like, yes, and it was just amazing. So that was probably my favorite one to record. Just watching it come together, and I just love the piano, the way the piano sounds on that song. It just so good, so good. All right. Trinity asks, I love the song Christmas Eve. What is the story behind that song? So, the story behind the song Christmas Eve is, it's really just the idea that, by the way, is the one original song on the album. All the other ones are previously written songs, but that one I actually wrote. So, here we go. The story behind that song is mostly the idea of Christmas feeling, not like, you know that you feel like you should feel that feeling that everyone gets at Christmas, but you're just not feeling it. And that's it, like, that was kind of the idea I wanted to run through the whole thing. Like, I started with Christmas Eve, where it's like really dreary and no Christmas really feeling in the whole song. It's actually about the story of not having any Christmas spirit, like not feeling that feeling that you feel that you should be like experiencing around Christmas time. And then throughout the EP, it gets more and more like Christmassy. So that was kind of the thing, where it's like just getting from the ultimate place of no Christmassy feeling at all to the place where it includes at the end of the album or EP. So that's kind of the story behind the song, and then how it led into the whole circle thingy. So, I think that was the last question about the EP, and then I have one more question that does not pertain to this. And this is from Christina, and it asks, when did you fall in love with music, and what's your favorite genre to listen to or play? So, I fell in love with music. That's just kind of hard to answer, because I learned piano when I was really little, like 5. But then I didn't really get into it more as writing music and excited about music until I was like 12, maybe. I've been writing songs for a while, but 12 or 13 was probably the age where I really got into it. And the other question that was asked was, what's your favorite genre to listen to or play? I have a lot of favorite genres, really. As you can see, we've got like soft rockish, and we've got house, and we've got everything. And the only genre I really don't enjoy is country. I'm sorry, country fans. I don't like, it's not my favorite. But every other genre I listen to. I'm looking through my music now. I've got some pop music. I have got some like chill music. I've got some rockish, electronic, indie. I don't even know what style that is. We've got Jack Johnson, like more like acoustic kind of stuff. Justin Bieber we've got Mute Math, electronic. We've got Sufjan Stevens, folk, indie folk, Paramore. We've got a lot of genres going on in here. So that's my favorite to listen to, is pretty much I'll listen to any genre, to be honest. And favorite genre to play pretty much is the same thing. I'll play it, since I listen to so many genres, I'm inspired by a lot of other genres. I like playing jazzy on the piano. Sometimes I play more classical, rockish, a lot of stuff, electronic. I'm weird. And also, if you want, maybe I gave more in-depth answers to this. I had an interview with Weird Name Productions. I'll link that in the description. Check it out. It's a good video. Also subscribe to him. He's awesome. So, that is the end of this Q&A. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like and subscribe and comment about your favorite song on the EP. There you go. Comment on that. And what else? Oh, yeah. I'm going to have maybe a cover coming out soon. Maybe a music video. Don't hold me to that, please. It's just an idea. Just an idea. And I'm also going to be having another video coming out explaining the story behind my... Wait. There you go. explaining the story behind my concept album, Childhood Return, It's Not Far. It's going to be a good time. You guys should keep a lookout for that. And I shall see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.